What is up, guys? Kevin here from Fashion Forward Always. I'm here with a sort of new, different type of video. I'm gonna be doing a small video series on basically how to make money so you can cop all these grails. You wanna cop the fucking
Kevin Icon per hour? You wanna cop the acronym J28K? Well, you can do it now, just resell easy.
So this is gonna be focusing specifically on reselling Yeezys and building up, I guess, your inventory, etc. So this is video 1. So this is how to get Yeezys in the first place. First up is make sure you have enough money. I know that seems stupid, but when people ask me, like DM me or ask me in person, yo, how do I cop Yeezys? And then I tell them, you know, you have to have like retail, etc. And they'll be like, don't worry, like I got 220. It's not only gonna be 220. If you're in it for the long run, you should have 220 plus shipping plus tax just in case. So that can come around to being like 260 max. Let's say you're in the US and you buy from Yeezy Supply, which is pretty expensive. Or I suggest definitely having at least 600, 700 before actually fully expecting to cop Yeezys. Because sometimes when you order from these other sites, they can actually cancel your order. You know, sometimes they do oversell people, you know, they're human. You know, people are like spamming their sites with bots and actual purchase requests. You can't always expect them to be like, yo, I purchased it, I paid money, I'm gonna get my shoes. No, you should always expect, you know, the worst. So maybe it got canceled. You should only be happy once it got shipped to you. And once it got shipped to you and you get it in hand, then you see it. Because sometimes, you know, quality control issues, etc. So I honestly do recommend having at least 2 pairs worth, so about 520, 550, you know, just in case for shipping and tax, because you'd hate to be just $5 off. I actually had a friend who was like 25 cents off and he wanted to like fucking end himself, and I was just like, yo, I'm sorry, man. So number 2 on how to cop Yeezys is prepare. So a lot of people ask me, what do I even prepare for? What I mean prepare, even if you don't have a bot, I personally don't use any bots. I mean prepare as in know what sites are dropping, when they're dropping, and have Chrome autofill and all that other stuff all set up. So Chrome autofill is actually how I'm able to cop so many pairs and how I'm able to check out so quickly. So Chrome autofill, basically you type the first letter of whatever, maybe your name, other credit card information, or your first number of whatever card you're using, type that in, scroll down, click it, and then it's already filled in. You just have to press complete order. That saves me a shit ton of time on Yeezy Supply, on Adidas, all of that stuff. Saves me so much time. And another thing that you guys should definitely prepare is get a page monitor. So the page monitor that I'm using is as soon as you type in page monitor, it's gonna be the first one coming up. It says page monitor. Don't comment below asking me whether or not this is it. You type in page monitor, it's the first option that comes out. And using that page monitor, you just have to kind of explore it a bit. I'm not gonna do a full tutorial. I assume you guys are intelligent enough to figure out how it works, etc. So that page monitor saves my life so many times for websites that update their sites randomly and just drop the Yeezys out of nowhere, or some websites where they have a waiting page and then they say bing, it updated, you refresh, you're in there, add to cart, checkout, and you're done. Third one is kind of a no-brainer. Enter in as many raffles as you can. So I know a lot of people get disheartened. They're like, man, raffles are rigged, everybody backdoors. No, they do not. A bunch of raffles. I've actually won 2 raffles in my career, which isn't that bad, given that I only enter in maybe like 10 raffles each release. So even though you might spam your Instagram inbox, I definitely do suggest you enter in some raffles. So raffles, it just gives you like a chance, you know, it's better than not having it. And it's always delightful to see like you got an Instagram DM from some store saying like, congratulations, you won, or you got a phone call from like some store and you're like, hey, you won, and you'll be like, wow. So next up, step 4 is know your community. I definitely suggest, if you guys aren't on Twitter, hop on Twitter. You don't even have to post on it. I have a Twitter and I don't really post anything that personal or anything like that. I have a Twitter specifically for like sneaker releases, so I follow like Yeezy Mafia, I follow like a bunch of different, I guess, sneaker Twitters. I don't really put too much weight on like Soul Links or anything like that because they always post really late, so you gotta be ahead of the curve. So by the time I'm checking out, Soul Links tweeted it out. So that's kind of, you gotta be on top of your shit and not wait for other people, because Soul Link's gotta cop pairs for himself too. So That's the thing. Last thing to do is keep in mind these websites. I always get at least 1 or 2 pairs from Yeezy Supply. So Yeezy Supply, the good and bad thing about Yeezy Supply is that one, they drop randomly. So since they drop randomly, you can't have a bunch of people hopping on their website at one specific time, crashing the website. So since they just drop randomly, you know, last time they dropped at 3 a.m. and then the time before they dropped at 10 a.m. and then the time before they dropped at 6 a.m. So I personally stay up all night and have my page monitor running, and I just kind of wait there. I always cop from Yeezy Supply. And on Adidas, I at least always cop one, you know, like I always somehow get through the queue before they go out of stock. Both of those sites probably have the most stock of any singular site dropping Yeezys. So guys, I hope you guys found this useful. I'll be dropping a part 2 on how to, I guess, resell your Yeezys for the maximum profit, etc. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Peace.
Your